A generation that tolerates it. The following generation will accept it. Turn from your wicked ways. Pay attention, it's the end of days. Always been, but where do I begin? It's always been cat and mouse, but I'll start. Two men in the White House, rainbows behind the pulpit, preaching lies, a blind demise from his mouth. He's already spit. They quote the good book, but edit every line that's wrote. Right across a banner, sponsored by a brand. Saints or politicians, which one runs this land? Every prayer a loaded gun. Click, aim. Then you're done. It's in the palm of a nation. They sell you shame in his good name. But who do you adore? Is it the power? Is it the flash or the gun in which you swore? Nation abomination, you must escape the liar or face the fire. An old man on the corner says judgment comes as they march in the streets with color and drums. But when the last parade is over, who'll be left to cast a stone? They have every label branded on the skin. Who's the saint, who's the sinner when the money's rolling in? Mental illness reads to your children, perversion on every page, every word leading astray, teaching them you're born that way. False prophets spewing lies, the nation bleeds while blinding their eyes. Every prayer a loaded gun. Click, aim. Then you're done. Nation abomination. They sell you shame in his good name. But who do you adore? Is it the power? Is it the flesh or the God in which you swore? Nation abomination, you must escape the liar or face the fire. This is a nation of abomination. Every channel tuned to lies. They sell damnation as salvation as they legislate your lives. This is a nation of abomination. Every channel tuned to lies. They sell damnation as salvation as they legislate your lives. Legislate your
Can't see the strings, yet the puppets dance. Mass brainwash among us, can't you see their trance? You scroll through the circus, your thumb on the cue, but every match they hand you looks just like you. Neon Open your eyes before you die. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. The stage lights burn, but the dark decides. Crowds made of lies, those built on cries. You're reading lies, level divine. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. See the lies. Open your eyes. The buildings in the skies. Shaking hands with a lizard grin, silver suits over rotten skin. In the back room, trading your breath for a front row seat to your own death. See the fangs in the grin, hear the hiss in the lies. Crowns hung with scales in expensive disguise. They drinking crystal chalices, toast to your belief. Smiling through the skin suit with hunger in their teeth. Behind those handshakes, cold fork tongues, shifting skin lines, overlays and lungs. Stage lights fade, but the play goes on. Same dull song till your will is gone. One true line carved across the sky. Open your eyes before you die. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. The stage lights burn, but the dark decides. Crowds made of lies, crowds built on cries. You're reading lines, while the world divides. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. See the lies. Open your eyes. The demons in the sky. Masks fall slow, row by row. One light flickers in the darkened hall. You hear your name, you stand too tall. A voice whispers, you were never blind. You just closed the shutters on your own mind. Shadows dance on walls of lies. Truth, a whisper. As freedom dies on empty smiles and hollow eyes.
Punks in suits run the whole foundation. False conception, fed like bread, and you sleep while they move ahead. The world is a stage, a bloody cage. Puppets dancing on a burning page. The world is a stage, fueled by rage. Kill switch engage. The world is a stage. Turn to shouts of war, promises broken forevermore. Blind allegiance to a rotten core. Camera spin, they pick the frame. Cut the truth, then dump the blame. Pull the wires, hear them scream. There's nothing holy within their scheme. All their stories built on graves, but we're the storm they couldn't cage. Curtain call, they applause the dead, but how would they feel as a gun was to their head? The world is a stage, a bloody cage. Puppets dancing on a burning page. The world is a stage, fueled by rage. Kill switch engage. The world is a stage. I won't kneel to your golden idols. I won't chant your poison prayers. I won't kneel to your golden idols. I won't chant your poison prayers. The devil is alive, and he is soon to die. The devil is alive, and soon to
There's rot on your islands. There's rot in your plains. There's rot in your mansions, all stained with names. Whispers in folders, eyes black as coal. You bought their bodies as you sold your soul. Silver forks in a gilded trod, billionaire swine and designer ride, laughing over lists and flights. Every toast hides a child's life. Secret doors in a secret wing, blood on the floor, diamonds on the ring. You trade fear like a foreign stock. Every handshake, one more life. Flesh is currency, files is change. You wrote your worship in human pain. Closed mouth cops in the bought out press. $1 million suicides to clean the mess. Yeah, your kingdom is rotten, and every name in your files won't be forgotten. Music gets heavier. Billionaire swine. They feast on flesh and fuel breath on an island of graves. You trade in children like they're just slaves. You raise your glass while their voices broke. Turn their pain into a private joke. Can you hear the verdict in their screams? There's no escape from the waking dreams. You shook those hands, smiled for the feed, wrapped in a flag made of blood and greed. I got the mask slip off in the camera glare. Every pedophile on the list is choking on air. They toss their sins in stolen youth. They smear the evidence and bury the proof. Behind that smile, behind that whine, I see the filth of billionaire swine. Billionaire swine. They feast on flesh and call it divine. Billionaire swine. Everyone involved. May you remember their names as you taste the flames. Billionaire swine. Billionaire swine. You feast in the dark on children's cries. May every lie you ever sold turn to ash inside your eyes. May you burn in the truth you denied. Billionaire swine. May you burn alive. Billionaire swine. You feast in the dark on children's cries. May every lie you ever sold turn to ash inside your eyes. May you burn in the truth you denied. Billionaire swine. May you burn alive. Billionaire swine, you feast in the dark on children's cries. May every lie you ever sold turn to ash inside your eyes. May you burn in the truth you denied. Billionaire swine, may you burn alive. Billionaire swine! You feast in the dark on children's cries. May every lie you ever sold turn to ash inside your eyes. May you burn in the truth you denied. Billionaire swine. May you burn Static on the screen, suited smiles, dead eyes. They shake hands on the world stage. Their souls are forever wage, practicing their lies. planning our demise.
Gold-plated podiums hide the rocks, silk ties choking out the truth. A script written in backroom shadows. The ink is still wet with our silence. Screens glow, teeth grin. Same old script recycled again. Paper crowns, plastic wounds, laughing as they pick our bones. This world is a stage, and they cast us as a prey. But I'll step out of my cage, spit their lies back in their face. Name, section, ash on the wall. One by one, I will expose them all. Strings on the suit coats tied to a throne. Hands in our pockets, calling it their own. But it's time to expose them all. Lift the mask from every face. Expose them all. Tear the curtains from this fake. Expose them all. Every puppet, every crown. Expose them all. Burn the paper kingdoms down. Handshakes in the dark back room. Gold pin signing quiet doom. Silk ties hide the rotting neck. Smiling while they place the hex. Curtains up, they cue the fear. Selling you a different savior every year. Same names in a different mask. Every choice a pre-made path. Logos in the churches, eyes in the sky. Symbols in the airways, teaching us to lie. Crowds made of contract, codes in the news. They choreograph the chaos, this will affect the bruise. Strings of the suit coats tied to a throne. Hands in a pocket, calling it their own. But it's time to expose them all. Rip the mask from every face. Expose them all. Tear the curtains from this fake. Expose them all. Every puppet, every crown. Expose them all. Burn the paper kingdoms down. This world is a stage. The script is wrong. Tear down the set. We won't play along. Expose them all. They cast us as slaves. They script every page. They dig all our graves. Tear down their thrones. Starve the messiah. But expose them all. Expose them Expose them
Elitists choke on their own lies. Behind closed doors, they plan demise. They sell you comfort in a reptilian stare. And every heartbeat, tax the air! Paper crowns on a poison throne.
uncultured chaos, elitist empire eating through the seed. A parade of false prophets on a newsfeed scroll, selling mercy like a rigged parole. Plastic angels on a Senate floor, haloed hearings while they starve the poor. They call it order as the riot grows in the cold apartments where the rent still rolls. I taste the sulfur in the courtroom air. I hear the verdict, but I was never there.
Comes to shove, shove comes to blood. This is not a drill, but a call to arms, so fire at will.
Revolution! Revolution! You are the solution!
Trust us, we're trying, but hard fact says someone's lying.
They say close case as they stamp it in red, but the note looks printed and the hands look lead. Why did the camera fail and spark back on? Why does the footage on the body's gone? Wristband tags on a stainless bed, the bruises bloom sideways, but they call it found dead. Why does the timeline twist and come in half? Why does the coroner choke on a photograph? They say move on, they say don't dare. Doing something screaming like it knows something bad. Question everything. Every story they sing, question everything. Every smile on the screen, every halo they bring. If the truth was seen,
Smoke in the sky, screens in our hands, static prayers to a dead command. Red moons glare over empty drones, gold ring fingers on a marble throne. Obey. You feel the mark, burn through the doubt. You can buy or sell, but you can't opt out. Drywall's cough up a bitter taste. All you knew was gone, nothing left but waste. Black rain floods, empty fields, locust wings in every cloud. Hospitals like tombs, coughing in a frightened crowd. They preach peace in the Middle East, but I'm preparing the way of the beast. If your soul's ready, prepare for the fight. One world currency, one world religion, one world democracy. Welcome to the new world order. When all hell breaks loose and the false king takes the throne, will you kneel or stand alone? When all hell breaks loose, pestilence will spread across the land. Mark of the beast on most every hand. When all hell breaks loose, the dead line up with the living. Every sweet lie sounds forgiving. They'll trade their soul for a moment of peace, gladly accepting the mark of the beast. Half-mass flags over empty schools, new world ground on shattered rules. Every tongue repeats one name, every channel streams the same. Flies on the windows, boils on the skin, sirens reciting, the cleansing begins. Sky to the copper, rivers run thick, needles and scanners, shoes who get sick. Got the streets and every soul alone, buried under dust and bone. Every church faces the news, better be ready before all hell breaks loose. One world currency, one world religion, one world democracy. Welcome to the new world order. When all hell breaks loose and the false king takes the throne, will you kneel or stand alone? When all hell breaks loose, pestilence will spread across the land. Mark of the beast on most every hand. When all hell breaks loose. Six within their circuits, six upon their throne, six inside their system. Will you bow to the enemy or will you stand alone? Lines at the scanner, eyes to the floor, food in your basket, faith at the door. Right hand ready, forehead bare, just a little mark, they say, why you scared? Will you seal a star? Will you sell your soul for bread? Will you stand and believe or let them number you instead?
steel cage, a gateway to hell, only ticket to buy. Live, comply. The screens they flicker with a hypnotic glow. One voice, one vision everywhere you go. They promise comfort, they promise you peace, but freedom is the safe. They say it's just a number, they say you'll understand, but I won't wear the mark on my hand. I won't bow my mind to their wicked plan. They'll brand in mercy, they'll call for peace, but their blessings come with a leash. They'll say it's safe, they'll say it's safe. Just press accept as they rewrite your name. This is the number of his name. Will you fall in line at their command? A mark on your forehead or upon your hand. I'd rather starve in the shadows than kneel where the idols feast. I won't bow down to this kingdom, I won't wear their mark of the beast. When everybody's doing it becomes your only creed, where you trade your last conviction for a guaranteed fee. Some say it's coming, some say it's here. A silent takeover, driven by fear. A choice to make, a line in the sand. Do you take the mark or make one last stand? But everybody's doing it because you're only greed, where you trade your last conviction for a guaranteed fee. Some say it's coming, some say it's here. A silent takeover, driven by fear. A choice to make, a line in the sand. Do you take the mark or make one last stand? But everybody's doing it because you're only greed, where you trade your last conviction for a guaranteed fee. Some say it's coming, some say it's here. A silent takeover, driven by fear. A choice to make, a line in the sand. Do you take the mark or make one last stand?
One thing that is inevitable is death. One day, we will all meet our fate. No one knows the time, no one knows the date. That being said, the second coming of Christ is also inevitable. No one knows the time, no one knows the date, and the Antichrist will rise. Tribulation